Alrighty, I believe we are live. Welcome. Actually, I'm just yes, here we go. We're live, are we? We're live. Welcome, everyone. Alright, let me just refresh this so I'm actually on live timing. Welcome, everyone, to ORL Tier 1 Round 4 in Canada. We have. I think I set everything up correctly. Hopefully you'll have game audio. You'll be able to hear me. I believe that's the case. Oh, I need to mute people because there we go. Alrighty. We've got 8 in the lobby at the moment. Hopefully there's going to be a little more by the time we get going in about 7 minutes time. But I'm going to spread the news that ComStream has started up. Hey Churchy, hey Firestrike, hey Bomber, welcome. Oh, actually, does it auto ping in the thing anyway, or do I need to go and promo myself? Oh wait, what? Oh, there's a Drive to Survive episode coming out at what's it called? There you go. Go check that out as well. Drive to Survive episode, season 2, episode 1, coming out at 7 PM today. Let me share this. Give me a copy link. Media. Actually, I probably don't need to put the link in because it's literally right there. So I can just at everyone, make sure everyone knows. Alrighty. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the Combox. It's been a while since I've had the pleasure of running the Combox, but we're back. Had to change a few things around. But yeah, we're ready. We've got 9 people in at the moment. You should see... My stream is so far behind. Yeah, you should be able to see... Is it up here? No, it's up there. Up there is the actual gameplay. What is my profile pic? My profile pic is the picture in the middle on the wall down the corner there. That's what it is at the moment. Wait, oh shit, my name is still That's alright, it's just gonna be, I haven't changed my Steam name. Should we do that now? Let's do that now. Let's hop on a Steam real quick and change it. It probably won't show up for me though because I'm already in the lobby, but maybe Steam. Let's go change my Steam name real quick. Can I view profile? Edit profile name? I can't, I guess I kind of can. Can I? I mean, I could kind of, nah, it'd be fine. Confirm. Leave it at that for the time being. Back to the game. It hasn't updated in the game, but that's alright. Everyone hear me okay? Everything's working? It should be. Awesome. We're a couple of minutes away still. What is it now? It's 56, so we should be going in 4 minutes. We've got 10 in the lobby at the moment. Hopefully we can get up to around 15 odd for 35 laps of Canada tonight. And it is wet as well, because ORL runs off of the real life weather. Peyton, that's not Peyton, no. Anyway. I'm gonna out myself on this stream, but it's tradition to have that there, so we gotta hold with it. Anyway, yeah, we shouldn't be too far away from starting. At the moment, we've got Lindsay, Geordie, Sparks, Wi-Fi Limit, Pocket, Mr. Frosty, Hudman Scott, Vipermon, TTV, Call Me Keg, and Urban Cypher in the lobby. Yeah, I'm really hoping we can get more than just this 10, but the way attendance is today, we may not get much more, which is a little worrying, but is what it is. 35 laps of commentating 10 drivers. It's what happens when I can't race myself. I don't love Canada although Canada Wetwood. Actually, no, I don't like Canada that much anyway. Can I can't get standings. I can read standings out though because I do have them. But I think they're released, but I do have the full standings here, so I can read them out. At the moment, Tier 1 standings, driver standings. Here's your top 10. You've got Ryan Cox on 80 points, Legham on 38 points, Apokic on 32, Geordie Slater on 30, At Ease on 26, Sparks on 19 in 6th place, Of Noah in 7th place on 18, Ghosts is also in 8th place on 18, PRX Melbourne Mac is in 9th place on 14th, and in 10th is WRX Bramer on WRL. God, they're in my head. He's on some amount of points that I didn't read out. 12 points, but we've still only got 10, and it's 4:59. So I'm dreading the fact that we may be going with 10 here. Lakeham's in as well, so you got second in the standings is in here, third in the standings is in here. So we're gonna have a new race winner. Make the game bigger. It will be bigger when I'm actually, like when we're actually watching, but we're not watching anything at the moment, so it's just. I can't make it bigger because it'll ruin my whole graphic setup here. We've got 13 now though, so we've got Lakeham's joined, Phoenix has joined, Ghosts has joined, so everyone's jumping in last minute. In a moment I'll swap the thing over and you'll be able to see the game more. Don't worry, you're not going to have to watch it like this the entire time. I promise. But we should be going pretty shortly. We'll get to qualifying. I believe the whole weekend is going to be into conditions. I don't think it's going to dry up in the race or anything. We'll see how we go. We'll see what the forecast is. Actually, I can, while we're waiting, I can run through what the current constructor standings is at the moment for Tier 1 as well. We've got Red Bull on 87 points in the lead, Alpine on 54 in second place, Alpha Tauri on 53 in third place, fourth is Mercedes on 48 points, Haas is in fifth place on 35, followed by Aston Martin on 30, seventh place is Alfa Romeo on 18 points, Ferrari are in 8th on 14 points, and Williams and McLaren still pointless as of the moment, but we've got a McLaren in tonight, so Vipermon will be vying for some McLaren points in his first race of the season. He's absent from the first 3, so first race of the season for him. Hey, DD. Still in the lobby, we still haven't started up yet, no one's ready it up, so we must be waiting on one more person. As we are now 2 minutes over time, and I'm running out of things to talk about before we get started. Is all the audio okay? You can hear me all right. I'm not too loud. Fingers crossed. Why does it say we're playing CS:GO? Is that what that's saying? Oh, Sparks is readied up. There we go, our 14th is in. Hopefully that means we can go now. Waiting for him to select a car. Still waiting. 14's not too bad, we'll take 14. Provide us with some entertainment. I'll do my best to catch everything. I haven't commentated in a while, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. I apologise if I miss some stuff, and I'm on controller as well. I'm not using the wheel, so buttons are going to be different as well. And it looks like everyone's readying up, so we are going to get going here very shortly. Audio is fine, bit delayed. What do you mean by delayed? As in, like you're hearing me after I say stuff, or let me hear for myself? Oh, I think it's okay for the most part. But we're ready up. We're on our way. The stream is a bit delayed. Oh, it always is. You're never going to get a stream that's perfectly in time, but waiting on a few people to select tire allocation. We'll get into qualifying. Stream is very delayed. We've been... Is that just me, or that, to be fair, it tends to happen with YouTube. YouTube tends to be a little delayed. Just waiting on leg cam now, and we'll get underway. Here we are. Oh, actually, I just clocked something as well. This might... Is this gonna look... I reckon this is gonna look shit, because I haven't actually made this for F123. That's unfortunate. We're just gonna have to deal with it, because with the new game, they changed the layout of the... that's alright. We'll get our details up. I'm trying to figure out how to... Yeah, it's not quite synced up, because the new game's got slightly... Oh, actually, no, it's okay. No, it's fine. We'll take that. I wonder if the one on the right's going to fit. Track maps up, telemetry enabled. Everyone's going to be on the inter tyres. We've got cars coming out on track. Okay, I'm trying to get myself reacquainted with how this all works and what buttons I'm pressing, and there is already someone on track. Okay, these are my cameras. Alright, how does everything look? Oh, it kind of cuts off people's names, but you can still kind of see them. I'll get that fixed for next race. It's just because these are my old F122. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to commentate another race. You're just going to have to suck it up and deal with it. I apologise for cutting people's names off a little bit. You can still see them. It's fine. It's okay. Alrighty. Call Me Keg's going to be the first one to go for a lap here, so we'll ride on board with him. As he does so. Through the wall of champions, little tentative in the wet here, as he would be on an outlap, but here he is to start his lap. This will be the benchmark for everyone to chase. Missing the apex at 1 slightly, but it's going to be tough in these conditions, especially early on here as drivers get to terms with this track. No wet time trial on this game, so no place to practice. Into turn 3 and 4 now, not too bad. A little bit of oversteer on the exit there, but it'll help the car rotate round. Little backend loss through there, but it's actually pretty tidy to start with. Full TC doing its best to keep him on the circuit. Getting closer to the second sector timing screen now, and it's been a pretty tidy lap so far. We'll have a look at some other people as he crosses the line as well. Other thing about running into conditions here is with the lack of battery drain across the lap, as he runs really deep at the hairpin and lags a shit ton. I hope that's not me. And he's lagged out. So he's gone. Still no one to set laps yet, but we'll go on to the next person, who is... Sorry, I'm getting my buttons wrong. Urban Scyther. It's Geordie Slater who's going to be first person to set a lap time. And he is trying to get tyre temp up, so it's not him. It'll be Legham. No, it'll be Hugman Scott, also on an outlap. Who's crossing the line? Is it Lindsay? Lindsay. Lindsay's on a lap. He's going to be first across the line. Through the final corner now. How aggressive is he on the curves? Misses the apex at the first a little bit, but it'll be a quick run to the line. Half of his battery drained. What's it going to be? 21.0 is going to be the benchmark for everyone to chase. Red Bull next across the line is starting a lap. I keep getting my buttons wrong. This is going to piss me off. It's not Wi-Fi limit, it's Sparks. Oh my god, it's an AlphaTauri. Everyone's starting laps. Everyone's out of sync. Mercedes next, a Pocic. Must have invalidated. He did a 20.6. Then there was a Haas. There's a Ferrari to the line now. 22.1 also must have invalidated. Lindsay's the only person that's setting laps here. Everyone else is invalidating his Wi-Fi limit on a lap. He might be... Mustn't have been. It's an Alpine now. It's Urban Scyther. He sets a lap finally, and he's only 0.02 of a second off of Lindsay. Alfa Romeo next across the line. Ghost must have been starting his lap. He is. So we'll look to, I'm assuming that's Geordie Slater now. And he's invalidated. I don't think he did that right there, but still only 2 people to set a lap time at the moment. Legham, not him. It'll be Hudson Scott next across the line. He does a 24.0. That's 3 seconds off of the next cars. More people crossing the line now. McLaren across the line, starting his lap. Sparks goes to P3 with a 22.3. And Legham pips Lindsay at the top with our first sub 20 time as a Pocket goes 7/10 clear. What a time. And SVYT slots in to P2 with a 19.6 and then almost kills him. I shouldn't say that word. Almost. Oh, and someone's gone around. Who was that? That wasn't Wi-Fi limit who goes 4th. That was Mr. Sparks, who's almost found himself in the wall at the turn 2 exit. And he's letting past his teammate in Wi-Fi limit. Urban Scyther, is that him? Oh no, it was Ghosts, I think, going up to P5 with the 20.7. So big spread early on here, but that tends to be what happens with the rain. People start to peel into the pits now as well, finishing up their first runs. Who is the AlphaTauri coming up to the line? It's Hudman Scott. He hasn't invalidated. It says he's 1.7 seconds up here. This could be a far better time than what he said originally. Puts him P8, 21.7. Is much better than the original 24. Vipermon sticks himself P7. Other McLaren coming up to the line now. It's Kia Plays. He does a 20.9, goes P7 just in front of his teammate. Ferrari of not Phoenix, it's SVYT coming up to the line now. He's going far slower than he did. He's invalidated. Wonder if he's going for another push lap though. Looks like he might be, so we'll... Oh, and he's gone round. I've jinxed him and he's done the same thing Sparks has done and almost put himself into the wall at 2. Phoenix on a lap. This will be his first timed lap. He's invalidated. I've just seen that. We'll go to Ghosts then, who's a millisecond up on the run to the line. Doesn't improve. Goes 1.8 seconds slower. So many laps being done at the moment. Urban Cypher up to the line. Has invalidated. Is he starting his lap now? He might just be. And the Red Bull behind of Sparks. Oh, that's a big snap and almost spins. Struggling a lot in these conditions. How is Apoki doing? Still in the garage. SVYT out, but 8 seconds down. Supposedly on his time. Lindsay into the pits. Leg cam up to the line. Pops himself at a P2. Only 100th off of Apoki. That's a very nice time for the man sitting second in the standings. SVYT into the pit lane. Locks up into the pit lane. Actually might have got himself a warning there. Ghosts on a lap. Is he up? Is the question. Coming into the pits then. That's better, we can see a bit more than who needs to know. We know what tyres everyone's on. Oh, Urban Cypher puts himself up to P3, only 0.3 off of provisional pole at the moment. The other Alpine of Geordie Slater on an outlap. Let's right on board with him. As he starts his first time lap. Yet to set a lap, would have been validated his early ones. Really tidy first 2 corners from him. Gets the car rotated onto the power now. Oh, little tap of the wall through 4. Really easy on the power with the no traction control. Gonna struggle here in these conditions. There's a pocket behind him as well on an outlap though. Cuts the curb a lot. I don't know what corner that is, but you can see for yourself. Doesn't lose the rear end though doing so. Is he going to run deep into the hairpin like we've seen many do before? A little bit, but tidies it up and is going to get himself a nice exit onto the long straight and run towards the line. Only the Wall of Champions to navigate now, and this could be a really, really solid time from him. Don't think I've seen any purple sectors on the mini-map. However, it's looked pretty tidy. Navigates the final chicane really well. That was beautifully taken. What's it going to be? Up to the line. Is it going to be provisional pole? It is! 19.1 from Geordie Slater. He's got 2 back-to-back... Was he on pole last week? Two back-to-back pole positions for Geordie Slater at the moment. He's looking to make it a 3rd. Really solid time. I wouldn't be surprised if he was going for another push lap as well, but we'll check out some other people. Pocky now on his lap 2. Let's keep an eye on these front runners, see what they're setting. He's not on a lap, he's not burning ERS, so we'll move away from him. SVYT on an out lap, Lindsay on a push lap. So, oh, big snap from him on the exit of 4. 200ths up through the first sector. He's going to need another 5/10 if he wants to find himself on the front row of the grid. Pushing harder. We'll have a look what his sector split time is as he runs up to the second sector split. How many tenths up are we? 3 tenths up. This could be a contender for the front row at the moment. Little deep for the hairpin. If he can just get that rotation and that drive out of the corner, that we can save himself from losing any time. Looks pretty tidy. It's all going to be that run through the last corner. The last 2 corners can be incredible pockets left this session. That's a shame. This corner can make or break your lap though. How well is Lindsay going to be able to navigate it? Little wide at the first apex, but lovely at the second, and this could be a really, really nice lap from him. Up to the line now, 0.3, puts himself 4th. Really nice time. Top 4 separated by 2.5 tenths here with 5 minutes to go in qualifying. Who else is coming up to the line now? Not, it's Hudman Scott. There's a McLaren as well. As Kia plays it is. He's starting his lap now in the McLaren. I should make use of some of these offboard. Is that Ghost? Ghost's up to 8th. Some of these offboard cams. I've hardly touched them. Kia plays on a lap though. We'll sit on board with him for a little bit. I'm trying not to miss anyone coming across the line. But this looks pretty tidy. 4.5 minutes left in this session. This is SVYT, half a second down, wiggling on the straight a little bit. He doesn't look like he's going to improve. His teammate though in Phoenix, he had to set a lap, up to the line, goes 14th with a 21.5. And the Red Bull behind him, Sparks, starting a lap now. Two and a half tenths up he is. That'll be good enough to move him one spot up, but he's going to need a lot more time if he wants to find himself in that top 10. Little bit of traffic in front of him who completely cuts the corner. I think that's Phoenix. Kia plays across the line. Oh, I didn't know he came into the pit lane. So that was Viper Mon. That's gone across the line there. Sparks lost a bit of time now. That Ferrari would have been really annoying if Phoenix. It would have been super off-putting. But he does eventually get out of the way. Geordie Slater on an outlap. These top boys will be preparing for their final runs. Call me Cake back in the session. That's good to see. That's a really nice 3 and 4 from Legham. A 10th down at the split though. Must have made a small mistake in the first 2 corners. Cars going slow in the last sector. I think that's just boys sort themselves out and let each other through. And Legham backs off. Not happy with this lap. He'll set up for some runs at the end of the session. Alpine coming up to the line now. That's Urban Scyther. He's down though. 2 tenths down. Can't improve on his lap. Is he going to go for another push or he's going to come in? Not sure. He's got a whole lot of time here. 2.5 minutes. This is Geordie Slater starting his lap. It is. Oh no, he's invalidated this and next. He must have gone and done something at the final 2 corners. Red Bull across the line. It's Wi-Fi Limit who breaks into the 19s. Now there's Mercedes. It's Apokic who starts his lap. Let's have a look at Apokic. Can he challenge for pole position here? He needs another 10th and a half to beat Geordie. Navigates 3 and 4 nicely. Keeps it out the wall. A little bit of traffic here. Gets out the way. A 10th and a half down through the first sector split. And my headphones are beeping at me because they are dying, so I might need to plug myself in here. Urban Scyther's out of the session, so that'll be his attempt at pole over. Or any chance of him improving with only a minute and a half left. Let's check Apokic as he hops the middle. He's 2 tenths up now. He's gained 3.5 for his sector 1 split. Geordie's invalidated. This could be a really good lap from Apokic, so we're going to stay with him here as he heads onto the back straight and in the run towards the Wall of Champions. Legham is interesting tactics. Well, I didn't mean to do that. We'll be going back on board with Apokic. How does he navigate the final 2 corners? Cuts them. Oh, and he's invalidated. That's such a shame. That was going to be a really good lap from him. What would it have been? 18.9 would have been a superb lap from him. Geordie now on a push lap. What can he do? Concentrating on these top guys at the moment. He's a little bit up through the first sector. It's not SVYT to the line, it's Phoenix on his outlap. He starts now, and he is done for the session then. 2 cars crossing the line at the same time. What's going on there? I want to figure out who that was. It was Wi-Fi Limit and an Alpha Tauri who's cut the first, is it Legham? And who's reset to... What the fuck? What have I just watched? Anyway, we'll go back to Geordie Slater, who's apparently 800s up. He's the current pole position man, and he's been on pole the last 2 sessions. Quali is over, and this will be his final lap now. What can he do through the final 2 corners? Navigates them really nicely, as always. Run up to the line. What's it going to be? This is going to be quick. 18.9. Where's a Pocket? What can he do? He's invalidated. He's done. Legham, invalidated. Done. SVYT are 10th down. Ghost is done as well. Mr. Frosty done. Wi-Fi Limit done. Kia plays on a lap. We'll go back to SVYT. He'll be next across the line. 1.5 tenths up at the second sector split. Red Bull kind of in the way with no front wing. Get out the way, mate. That was awful. Who was that? Wi-Fi Limit. That wasn't great at all, but just the final 2 corners to navigate now. If he keeps it on, this could be a good lap. He comes in really hot and he invalidates and into the wall. We'll go to Kia Plays then, who was the next highest on the leaderboard to come up to the line. He's retired from the session. Sparks, not invalidated. He's the only one left. What can he do? Ori at a 112. Not sure. It's going to be an improvement. And he smacks the wall like K-Mag that did that. Can't improve. He's P11. And that is the end of qualifying. Geordie Slater gets his 3rd pole position in a row by 3.5 tenths over a Pocket who was robbed of... Actually, was he robbed of a chance to improve? Did he disconnect? I think he disconnected? I can't really remember. Legham, the man P2 in the standings, starts P3. That was a good quality session. My voice is already... I should have brought some water down or something. But here we have it. Let's run through the order for the race then. FRT, Geordie Slater starts on pole position with a 118.9. A Pocket P2 in the Mercedes. Legham P3. AMS Lindsay P4. Urban Cypher P5. SVYT P6 in the Ferrari. Ghosts P7. Mr. Frosty P8. Wi-Fi Limit in the Red Bull P9. Kia Plays P10. Sparks P11, Hudman Scott P12, Vipermon P13, Phoenix P14, and Call Me Keg robbed of the opportunity to set a time. I think he was lagging in and out of the session, starting P15 for a wet race in Canada. Who's keen? I'm very keen. My commentary's alright. I was saying before, it's been a good while since I commentated a race, but it's wet again, and all the cars are lined up on the grid. I'm not sure whether we have formation lap on or not. I could probably unplug myself now. I think I'll be okay. Oh, my back is sore as. We are waiting for players. Hopefully no one is going to lag out here as we take a look at the Paddock Club. Still waiting. What are we thinking, guys? Guys watching, who do we think is gonna win this one? But it's 3, 4, 5 red lights, no formation lap, and away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. Geordie Slater gets a good start. A Pocket chasing after him, and a Pocket gonna have a go here. Around the outside, Geordie breaks nice and late, gets himself covered off. A little bit of contact between Lindsay and Legham, and there's 2 cars off at the back as the 2 McLarens have crashed into each other and gone round. Oh, that is so unfortunate for them, but back to the front. Geordie Slater leads from a Pocket. Lindsay running a bit wide. Legham going to have a look at a switchback here. Can he go around the outside of 5? No, he cannot. Bides his time. Urban Scyther watching this battle from behind. and Wi-Fi limit. Having a look at SVYT, the two cars running side by side. And I think Mr. Frosty's having a look at this and wanting to get involved here. That he's now running side by side with SVYT on the run down to turn 7 and backs out sensibly. Back up to the front of Pocky, only 3/10 behind Geordie Slater. Is he going to have a look here? I'm going to get my stuff up quickly. SVYT past Wi-Fi limit at the hairpin. Little tap from the back. And I'm looking at Urban Cypher and he's getting pretty damn close to Lakeham here, but doesn't have the straight line speed to do anything. Wi-Fi limit, having a look back at SVYT. Doesn't make the move. Oh, what's happened here? I think Lakeham's made an error on the exit there, and now Ghost's going to go down the inside on Urban Cypher. The two of them now running side by side through the first two corners. Urban Cypher and Lakeham. Lakeham makes his way through, and SVYT is going to have a look as well, but backs out. Plays it smart, long race, only on lap 2 now. And Lakeham's got himself a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings already. That's going to really ruin a race. Down the inside goes SVYT on Lakeham, and he's made it work. What a move. That was beautiful. Big snap from Lindsay, that is the leading AlphaTauri, the two that are now 3 and 4. But look at the gap that these two have built out on the rest of the field. Pocky not letting Geordie get away here. Still 80% battery in his car, the two of them running it around the same. Lindsay starting with negative fuel. Pretty smart seeing as this race is wet. What's happened here? Everyone's changing positions. Look at this massive battle pack here. I wish we could get some better camera angles. It's a huge battle pack in the middle here as Ghost has gotten past his teammate Lindsay. The two Alfa Romeos battling and Ghost has to cut the corner with a big back end loss. More action happening at the back. I think these two just ran through. Oh my god, this can be 4 wide down the straight! What is going on? Holy crash! There's a massive crash! What the fuck has just happened? There's more collisions. One of the Red Bulls has been T-boned. What is going on? They were 4 wide. Vipermon's just picked up 5 places in about 2 corners. There's even more going on here. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's like... Phoenix has been forced to cut the corner. We'll move up the grid. The two AlphaTauri side by side. The McLaren's going to have a look round the outside into turn 5. There's contact and he's been spun round. Kia plays and there's more contact with the Red Bull of Sparks. The two... Oh my god. Someone's going to get turned round. There's so much happening in the back here. I can't even look at the battle at the front. We'll have to go back. SVYT's gotten past one of the Alfa Romeos. He's going to have a look at the second one. And he's got his eyes set on a podium place at the moment. But I can't believe what's just happened at the back there. And how we haven't lost anyone in this race. I'm having voice cracks. This shit is so crazy. Lindsay allows SVYT to make the move. Has another little back end loss. And Wi-Fi limit gets past Ghost in the process. SVYT makes his way onto the podium. There's even more happening at the back. And look at these two. Lindsay's trying to come back at SVYT here. And the cars behind are too wide as well. Urban Cypher getting involved. So much battling happening early on here in this race. This is fantastic to commentate. As SVYT holds on to P3. And there's a car stopped in the middle of the road. It's a Pocky. What's happened? What's happened to a Pocky? I didn't see that at all. He's still got a full front wing, I think. But he's made a mistake and now Geordie's got himself an 8-second lead over SVYT in second place. Urban Cypher out of the session. Is there more battling happening at the back here? As Frosty finds himself in the wall and he's out of the race. That's going to be a safety car. It's a red flag. It's a red flag in tier 2. Tier what? Tier 1. This is tier 1. And that's going to be a saving grace for a Pocky who's just lost himself so much time to Geordie in the lead for with that spin. I've just watched that back on the replay here. Wow. Holy shit, I need to catch my breath. That was ridiculous. What was that? Wait, Drive to Survive is going to absolutely love this. That was ridiculous. What a start. That whole first 5 laps was nuts. But we're going to go again here. Geordie Slater will lead us away. 4, 5, red lights in Canada, and we restart. Just Sparks has jumped the start. He's got himself a drive through. That'll be a race ruiner. Geordie, much better start than he got last time. He's going to get away in the lead. What's happening further down? SVYT holds on to second place. Lindsay having a look at Wi-Fi Limit, who's now found himself up to P3. The two Alfa Romeos are side by side. Luckily, no contact there. Lots of moving around in the midfield here. The Alfa Romeos 4 and 5. You've got Vipermon made his way up to P6. The Alphas are side by side. They make contact. Coast picks up a penalty because of it. Almost has a massive snap. Apokic held back here. Legham goes down the inside, makes contact, almost turns himself around. Poor Apokic's race going from bad to worse. Legham's going to try and pull himself up to P7, which he does. Sparks all over the back of Apokic, down the inside. Gets the move done. Does he still side by side, these two? Now look at Hudman Scott behind. Trying to make a move. Sparks has to cede the position. Kia plays into the hairpin, dives to the inside, and taps Hudman in the process. Almost spins himself around. He's actually going to lose more places than he gained there as a result of that, as Keg gets himself through as well. Phoenix doesn't quite get the run he would have wanted. Urban Scyther must have spun around or something. SVYT already out of a second. Closest to on track as Lacan gets himself another 3-second penalties. He's looking at 6 at the moment. Sparks into the pit lane to serve his drive through, but Lindsay goes down the inside on Wi-Fi Limit, makes contact. Can't find himself back on the podium just yet. Vipermon has come from the back, trying to pick up some places, move his way up the field. Ghost taking that really nicely. Apokic down in P8 now. He's had a dreadful start to this race. He's going to be aiming to get himself back up onto that podium, possibly even challenge for a win, as Phoenix finds his way past Kia, who seems to really be struggling in these conditions at the moment. Urban Scyther and Sparks having served his drive through down in P14 at the moment. Heading back up to the front, Wi-Fi Limit. And Vipermon actually going for the move on Wi-Fi Limit. He'll have a look down the inside, into the hairpin. Goes a little deep. Wi-Fi gets turned around by Ghosts. And Apokic finds himself up in P6. I didn't fully catch that as Wi-Fi Limit trying to get back underway, has another snap and finds himself down at 11th place. I think what's happened there, I think one of them went a bit deep and he's tried to switch back and he's been knocked around by the car behind. Frosty's left the session post his DNF. SVYT, fastest lap of the race. He's got himself back within a second of Geordie here. I wonder if he's looking at getting a move on. Speaking of getting a move on, Apokic all over the back of Lakeham, who has got 6 seconds of penalties now as well. But he's now really trying to make his way back through, get himself back up to where he should have been all along. I'm not sure what happened at the start there, whether he spun himself round or whether there was contact with Geordie and he's got himself a 3-second penalty or extremely early on. That's a massive shame for him. So the battle up the front here, SVYT and Geordie Slater 1.3 apart. Geordie's managed to pull a couple tenths on him this lap. Getting the drift on through the hairpin. Who's closest on the track at the moment? Look at these guys. Legham gets a lovely exit out the hairpin. Might just have a look at Vipermon here, but he's hasn't got a lot of battery left in the tank. Vipermon's got plenty and he's not even using. Legham is almost down at 0%. He won't go down the inside here. No, he won't. Apokic, 40% behind him. Might be looking at setting up a move. Can't get it done. These three closest on track at the moment. We'll have to keep an eye on how this evolves. Have a look at SVYT. He's back within 8 tenths. Or he was even 7 for a moment there, but I wonder if he's got really, really good straight line speed and he manages to gain a lot on the back straight and the main straight, but struggles in this middle sector here with the lower wings compared to Geordie as he has a big rear lock up and almost spins around. That's going to lose him a bunch of time. Leg ham down the inside of the Vipermon. Let's see what a pocket can do. Can he get the switch back? Oh, big twitch from Vipermon. Doesn't really allow him to do that, but he's going to go for it anyway. Down the inside he goes. Vipermon's going to let him have it. And he's going to live to fight another day. Apokic moves himself up to P5. He's got 1.2 seconds to make up now to the car ahead. And all has calmed down a little bit from the first 5 or so laps of this race. Oh, his wheel disconnected. Okay. Oh, Kia plays. Something's happened there. I'm not sure whether I think he was ahead of Phoenix and something's gone on there and he's burned all his battery and he's going to get down to less than 10%. Phoenix on 50, Wi-Fi on 50, trying to break his way into the top 10. Call me Kegu started P15 in this race, now up to P6. Wonder whether he's going to be able to close up to Hudman Scott. Speaking of closing up, Apokic already back within half a second of Lakeham. So he's gained 7/10 on this previous lap. Lakeham looks like he's closing up to Lindsay as well, so this could be a really good battle for the final podium place. Oh, Urban Cypher's out. What's happened there? Has he retired in the pits? Yeah, he has, because his car is still moving down at turn 2 there. But we'll move back to this battle. Pocking's down at 22% battery. Lakeham's got 6. Lindsay's got 85. Far better from him. Lakeham gone a little deep. I wonder whether he was going to run into the back of Lindsay and had to pull out of it. Kia's got himself a 3-second time penalty down in P12. Wi-Fi limit has... What the fuck is he doing? Okay. He went way off, hit the wall, reset to track, then almost spun, and he's going again in P13. Back to the front, Geordie Slater is just cruising at the moment. He's got 6-second lead on SVYT. But back to this little battle for the last podium place between Lindsay, Lakeham and Pokic. Ghost actually closing up to the back of Viper 1 as well. So we'll keep an eye on these two. But at the moment, closest cars on track are these three right here. So they make their way up to the second sector split. Lindsay gets himself a time penalty and now shit's going to kick off. Actually, it's 4 cars now because they've closed up to SVYT, who seems to really be struggling at the moment. He's lost almost 7 seconds. Oh, big rear lock up from Lindsay. And I wonder now whether Legham's going to have a look at him down this straight. He's only got 6% battery compared to the 65 that Lindsay's got, so he might really struggle here. And he looks like he's no chance. He's down at 0%. He's got no chance of getting past there. He can get as good as a run if he wants out of these corners, but with Lindsay's battery, it's just not happening. Unless he goes for a mega send into turn 1. He does not. He plays it safe. That's the smart thing. Vipermon 2/10 back on Ghosts now. Ghost actually was P7, has he? No, he's got himself through as Ghosts. As Phoenix gets himself a time penalty, but Ghosts up to P6 in this race. And Legham has made an error. And Lindsay and a pocket go through. Lindsay has a massive snap. Legham to the outside. Might be trying to set up a switch back. Round the outside of turn 6, 7. And Lindsay goes around. I'm not sure if there was any contact between the two of them there, but that's a shame for him. He's gone from P3 to P7. And now Hudman actually might pop himself up into P7 as well. With the exit he gets out of this corner, he's going to look to the inside, onto the grass, breaks early and lets him have it, and then taps him. But Lindsay holds on. And he's going to have to rebuild from P7 now. Phoenix getting pretty close to the back of Call Me Keg as well. Is he going to go for a send into the hairpin? Thinks better of it. Call Me Keg goes really deep though, and Phoenix is going to get himself up at a P9. 80% battery as well. He will cruise away now. Vipermon chasing after Ghosts here after being overtaken. Look at the straight line speed from Call Me Keg. Holy shit! He was closing it on Phoenix a ridiculous amount. But has lost a bit of it at the last corner, and this will be an interesting battle as well. Bit of rivalry here between these two. Sparks and Kia plays. Is he going to look for the move into turn 1? No, he stays behind. Very keen to watch on with this one. These two battling for a title in tier 2. Reserving for tier 1. Sparks gets a good run. Oh, jeez. That was close. Looks for a switchback. Can he get the exit out of 4? Not quite. And the battle will continue. Lindsay, what's happened there? Something's happened there. Lindsay's gone past Hudman, I think, but back to Sparks. And Kia plays. Kia's got 10% compared to Sparks' 40. Sparks just needs to bide his time, wait for his opportunity here. Oh, and he's picked up another 3 second. That's unfortunate. You're far better off taking it easy, driving slow, and staying away from penalties in these conditions, because the late safety car, and who knows, he could be making up a ton as he goes for 2 moves in 1. Jeez, and it looked like the boys there were just completely unaware that there was another car that had got involved there, and Kia seemed to just turn right into him. It looked like he left him plenty of space. Wi-Fi limit behind, watching on with this battle. Keen to get involved, but Sparks makes his way up to P11, and then he's going to set his sights on Keg ahead. Let's have a look up the front now. As a Pocket, only 3/10 behind SVYT. SVYT's got 100% battery though, so a Pocket might struggle here to get this move done. Geordie got himself 60% and an 8-second lead. Call Me Keg in the wall. Lindsay gets himself another penalty. Wonder what's happened there. Oh, he's gone round. And he's got to be careful here because there's no ghosting. He's still waiting. And it's another red flag. What's happened there? God, Geordie would be absolutely fuming. 8-second lead he had there. He was so clear. I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened. Did he get himself beached? He stopped to let cars pass. Everyone had passed and he just stayed there. He didn't move. And the red flags come out. Jeez, I don't even think we're going to see a safety car this race. I reckon it's just going to be red flags all the way through. Are we down another car though? Something happened there. Urban Cypher gone. That was earlier in the race, but 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we'll get underway for a third time. Leg hams jump the start, so he'll get himself into the lead, but he'll have a drive through to serve. Geordie gets the start for a second time, but look at the start of Pocket Scott, and he's going to get himself up at a P2 straight away. SVYT is going to hang around the outside, and he gets that position back off him actually. Sparks has got himself a 3-second again, and the Ferrari spun round of, I think that was Lindsay, who almost puts himself around as well. I think Lindsay hit the back of Phoenix there. I might be wrong. I apologise if I am. And he's been put in the wall. Made contact with a bit of back of Wi-Fi, and they've glued themselves together. Kia gets himself back ahead of, oh geez, this is getting a bit rough here. And Sparks has lagged back. They're inside of each other. Lots going on at the back here. But let's look back at a Pocket who was trying to make a move on SVYT at the start, but he managed to hold it around the outside. Pocket burning, might look for a move down the inside, switches to the outside. What can he do into the hairpin? Gets squeezed out to the grass. Trying to get himself a good exit here. Might just have the run now. Got to be careful of cars behind as well. Lindsay and Wi-Fi limit still battling away for P9. Sparks close to the back as well, but we'll have a look what's happening up the front here with the Pocket and SVYT. Leg ham into the pits to service drive-through. Big shame for him. Geordie inherits the lead that is rightfully his. And we are back racing once again. Call me Keg, getting pretty close to the back of Lindsay, won't look for a move. Phoenix down in P13 after being spun. Lakeham's going to come out in P12. He's got a lot of work to do now. I think Wi-Fi limits, something's happened to him. Not sure what happened there, but he finds himself down in P12 now. And out of it, Kia plays up to P6, Hudman Scott P7, Sparks P8. All pretty close to each other, but the closest on track at the moment is SVYT and Apokic battling for P2. Someone asked for... Oh, hang on, he's got a good exit here. Gonna go to the outside again. Got a much better run though, he might be able to get this done. It's gonna be a complete repeat of last time. SVYT, big rear lockup, almost turns himself around. And once again, Apokic is denied the move. Can't find his way through. Oh, what's happened here? Hudman Scott round. He's got no front wing. And it's a virtual safety car. We get to relax for a second there. Hudman Scott into the pit lane to chuck on a new front wing. Sadly for Wi-Fi Limit and Phoenix, who find themselves at the back now there, and Lakeham as well, who was demoted with the drive-through. They're not going to be able to find their way back up to the front, but look how close this battle for the podium places is. It's what we love to see. We should get back underway shortly. Geordie has commanded this whole race, and he's one of only 4 cars that still haven't gotten themselves a penalty. We're getting back underway now. Everyone's speeding up, waiting for us to go green. Not going to happen. Got to be real careful here. Don't want to get yourself a drive-through now. Could be a real race winner, a race ruiner. As we are just about halfway through, and Lindsay gets himself a drive-through penalty. And what has happened there? SVYT's gone super deep. People are all over the place. Apocic's gone super deep as well. There was huge lockups into that corner, and Ghost finds himself up in a P2. SVYT though is somehow going to get himself back up in a P2 again. I'm not sure whether that was a legal overtake or it was I don't know what was going on there, but we seem to have calmed down again. Oh no, Lindsay into the pit lane to serve his drive-through straight away, so he's going to get that out of the way before anything else has to happen in this race. But back up to the front, and SVYT has locked down second place. So many people have tried to get themselves past and up onto the second step of the podium, but he's done absolutely everything he can not to let them. And Geordie's just been chilling. 100% battery. He's still got up the front there. 2-second lead, no penalties. Speaking of penalties, we'll have a look at what people have. What am I looking? There we go. These 3 closest on track. 6-second time penalty for Ghosts. So it's Apokic and SVYT that are battling for the last 2 places on the podium here. 16 laps to go in this race. It'll be when Geordie crosses the line. Still plenty that can happen. There's a Alfa Romeo Lindsay who seems to have had a moment at the hairpin. Look how close these guys are. You know who's close as well? It's our favourite dynamic duo. It's Kia Plays and Mr. Spark, along with Lagham here, battling over P6. And there's yellow flags that have instantly gone away. So we'll move back to this battle for P3. SVYT a bit squirrely on the exit there, but no one close enough to get a move on, except for leg cam, who finds his way past Sparks. I think he just let him through there. Sparks, 9 seconds of penalties. No reason to pressure him, get involved in an incident. Another yellow flag. Where's that? It's for Hudman Scott, who is around in sector 1. But gets himself going again without the need for a safety car. Whoops. Back up to the front then. We've got SVYT, Ghost, Apokic and Vipermon all within a second of each other. And this will become the battle for P3 now as Vipermon, with only 3 seconds of time penalty, is going to get himself involved. Call me Kegs, unfortunately laid out. I don't have these guys added, so someone else will have to get them back in, or I can't really, but they have been managing to find their way back in, so we'll hope he can again. Lake Ham. Oh, actually, we're really close at the front here. There's yellow flags again. I think it's Lindsay retiring in the pit lane, or he's just spun round. Nope, he's just had a moment. Once again, no need for a safety car, but what? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Both SVYT and Ghost have a big moment there, and it gives an opportunity for a pocket to have a look. SVYT holds the inside line. Ghost has to break a bit earlier as a result of that. But Apokic still can't get the move done. Oh shit, we've got a full safety car. What the fuck? What's happened? Oh, Hunman to the wall. Lindsay, I don't know what the hell happened, but we have a full safety car and we're all gonna get pulled back together. If I was these guys, I'd be pitting fresh inters, would you not? Unless you don't have any fresh ones, get on the fresh inters. In the pit lane, lads, get in. Get the fresh tyres on. The difference between like slightly worn and fresh tyres, particularly in the wet conditions in this game, is huge. It's crazy. So I would 100% be diving into the lane and getting a fresh set on. How old are people's tyres? Where's my I've got the wrong thing up. 5 laps, yeah, for sure. I'd be in the lane. I'd be putting on fresh tyres. You'd have a huge advantage as Lindsay's retired from the race. Oh, a bit of contact there in the safety car queue, I think. I've also just noticed that the game has its own safety car box thing, so there was no need to put another one saying ORL safety car next to the one that already exists. I probably should have just put it over the one that already exists. That would have been smarter. But anyway, Hudman Scott out the pit lane now. He's chucked the fresh inters on. Is anyone going to come in? No, 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 no. Vipermon, no. Kia Plays, no. Lakeham, no. Sparks, no. Call Me Keg, no. Wi-Fi Limit or Phoenix could here and not lose any places. Wi-Fi Limit doesn't. Phoenix doesn't. So 13 laps left to go in this race. I've also just noted that I've got the wrong safety car. I could have oh, what's happened here? Vipermon gone round? Oh shit, yeah he has, and he's lost places as a result of it. Oh, my migrating hosts. Lindsay's left. I really hope that's not going to butcher the lobby. It's done it in the past, so fingers crossed it won't again. Yeah, I've got the wrong safety car. I literally looked up Canadian Grand Prix safety car before the start of this thing, so I could put the right safety car in. And I swear to God, I'm looking at an Aston Martin. And now I'm in the game, and I'm looking at a Mercedes. Did it change for this year, or like, I don't know. Geordie Slater, B1, has been B1 for practically the entire race. Had himself pole position, not got any penalties, chilling up the front at the moment. Call Me Keegan, Wi-Fi Limit also have no penalties. If they can keep that going for the rest of the race, they're going to find themselves in a really, really good position come the end of it. We should have one more lap behind the safety car as Hutton and Scott is still a little way away toward the back of the field. So we'll have one more lap and we'll be in at the end of the next one. Call Me Cake's back in, that's good to see. Hopefully the game actually lets him take control of his car, because I've had some, let's say, borderline aneurysms. Isn't it always Mercedes in the game? No, they swaps for every track. They're different safety car for every track. So you can have the Aston Martin in the game, but like I could have sworn when I looked it up, it was the Aston Martin that was the safety car used for Canada. So I put this Aston on, and then all of a sudden, so we're looking at the Mercedes on track, but it is what it is. We'll go through the running order then. Geordie Slater led the race for basically the whole thing, and he's still in the lead now, no penalties. SVYT has been defending second place like a lion, and still holding on to that P2. Ghost has found his way up to P3 after being there early in the race. Apokic, after I believe it was a wheel disconnection toward the start of the race, has found his way back up into P4, but I'm sure he is eyeing up a podium. Kia Plays, after being at the back for a lot of the races, up in P5. Legham P6, safety car is in this lap. Vipermon in P7, Sparks P8, Call Me Cake after reconnecting is in P9, Wi-Fi Limit P10, Phoenix P11, Hudman Scott has just caught up to the back of the pack, he's in P12, but we'll go to Geordie Slater as he restarts this race. Here we are. Oh, who's just hit the wall? SVYT's just slammed into the wall on the straight. I wonder if he was just warming up his tyres and he's lost the rears a bit and gone round. When is Geordie going to go? I think he's just gone there. Yes, he has. So we're back underway in Canada, and he's got a lovely start. He's absolutely dropped SVYT. 8/10 the gap as we head down to turn 1 for lap 25 of 35. 11 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Anyone making moves, that is a negative. However, Call Me Keg really close to the back of Wi-Fi Limit. Actually, I think Wi-Fi Limit was P10, so he must have gotten himself through. Hudman Scott also having a look at the back of Call Me Keg. Vipermon and Sparks are battling. Sparks cuts the corner in order to not make contact and has to let him go because he would have overtaken him while off track. Wi-Fi Limit going to send around the outside. The two Red Bulls make contact and Sparks gets put into the wall. What are we doing, lads? What's going on? They've crashed into each other. And now there's going to be a huge kerfuffle at the back here as these guys are battling for position. What's happening at the front? Pocket cuts the corner, gets another 3-second time penalty as a result of that. Must have made a bit of contact. Kia finds himself up in P4 at the moment. As who the hell was that? Legham sends it on a Pocket, and he's, unfortunately for him, goes all the way down to P6 on this restart. Lots of moving happening at the back as well. And a Pocket back past Legham with a bit of battery. Kia all over the back it goes, gets a good exit and almost loses the rear end along with it. Lindsay, I didn't actually see any of his incidents, but he had some moments. Oh, Sparks has gone round and reset. That's surely you're not allowed to reset to track. That must not be allowed. It's particularly because these guys don't run ghosting. You got cars resetting to track that don't ghost. That's so dangerous. Apokic having a look at the back of Kia Plays. If he wants to get himself back on the podium, he's going to need to make some moves. And what a move that would be if he pulls it off. Trying to hang it around the outside. Kia kind of bumped him on the inside there, but he gets himself through. Now look at Legham, also trying to get himself back up to those podium places. And Vipermon has gone through as well. He's gonna look down the inside, sticks his nose in where you shouldn't, and there's a bit of contact. And now Kia plays, gets himself through, back up in a P5. Who's gonna have a look? Down the inside, sticks his nose in, forced to run wide. What a switchback this would be, and that's a great move. That's a really, really nice move. But Vipermon says, "Hey, you're not doing that to me, you fuck." And he's gonna go back down. Look at him. And he gets himself back through. McLaren Civil War. Legham doesn't think it's over either. And he gets himself back through. Wow, that was a genuine Trugos Hamilton moment, because he two cars in one, and Legham's going to go P5 as well, and Vipermon's got to let him go. Wow, what a battle that was. That was beautiful to watch. It was a genuine Trugos Hamilton moment, because Kia's got himself through with a beautiful double switchback, and then he's lost both places in the next two corners anyway, exactly like Hamilton did. But no one talks about the two places he lost directly after. Because everyone's like, "Oh, Trugos Hamilton, what a fucking move, oh my god." And forget that he completely forgot how to drive 2 corners later. But anyway, back to the race that we're actually watching. Kia's playing Mario Kart in P7 at the moment. Who spun round? Someone spun round at Sparks. That's unfortunate for him, and it's a virtual safety car. And we all slow back down. SVYT, 3 seconds of penalties. He's got himself a really nice buffer. As long as he doesn't get another time penalty, he's got himself 2.5 seconds to the car behind, and he's got 3 seconds less than 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So, he's not in a bad spot either. If Call Me Keg can get himself close back up to the field as well, not having any penalties could do him bits. If there's a late safety car, or something of the sort, having no penalties in the midfield can be really, really advantageous. Apocic's back up to P4. When are we going to get going? Is the question. I apologise, Geordie, if you're watching this back. I'm sorry that I've done fuck all for commentating for you, but you've literally been off in your own race. And Wi-Fi limit drive-through penalty as well as we get back underway. Apocic has jumped Ghosts as well on the start there. I'm not sure what happened to Ghosts, but he's lost his position, and finally Apocic finds himself back on the podium where he should rightfully be with the pace he's had this race. The question is, can he close back up to SVYT, and can he get himself back up at a P2? Wi-Fi limit will need to serve that drive-through in the next 3 laps. Who's that coming out of pit lane? Spark. So either he's changed his front wing or chucked a new set of tyres on. He would have done both. Sadly for him though, that is 25 seconds behind, and possibly the end of his race. Closest to on track are the 2 McLaren teammates. This could get spicy because we had a very, very solid McLaren Civil War earlier on in this race, and I'd love to see a repeat of it. 5 tenths apart. Kia burning all of his battery, but to be fair, he does have a lot more than Vipermon does at the moment. This could be real good to watch. Apocic 1 second behind SVYT now as well. We'll keep an eye on that as Wi-Fi limit is serving his drive-through penalty. But back to these two, who are the closest on track at the moment. Soon to be leapfrogged by Apocic up the front, so we've got to watch both of these battles now. Oh, and Kia's got himself another penalty. That's 9 seconds. He's going to fall victim to Hudson Scott behind as well now because of that. So you've got to keep the penalties down in these races. It'll shaft you if you don't, because now he's going to fall way off the back of any chance of getting any of the cars ahead. Look at Apocic though, he's gained a lot of time on SVYT, but he's got so much battery. He's going to really struggle to make this move, because he needs to make it, and he needs to make it now if he wants any chance of getting ahead and pulling that 3 seconds that he needs to pull on SVYT if he wants to finish. What's happening back here? Kia plays Vipermon 3 tenths apart. Kia burning all of his battery. He's going to go for a move here, and it's going to be a massive fucking crash. Oh, and down the inside at the Wall of Champions. Fucking hell. What did I say? He's lost his front wing. What is the point in doing that shit? Virtual safety car. That was just bound to happen. You don't stick your nose in there. It just, especially in the wet, that like cars, you do not have the grip to, like, as soon as you see that red arrow come in, go, oh shit, I need to pull out the corner or adjust my line slightly. It just can't happen. It's too late. You're committed to the corner. That was always going to happen. Late cam 3-second time penalty. He's got 9 as well now. So Vipermon is looking at what could be P5. Kia's lost the place to Hudman as well there. I'm not sure where that happened. It's our third virtual safety car of this race, and Kia's just run into the back of Hudman twice. Interesting. Waiting to see when we get back underway. Kia's keen to get a move on here. He's running side by side with Hudman. I wonder what's going on with that. I wonder if they're way behind on Delta, because now look at the gap between Vipermon and Hudman. There's like 4 seconds there. Kia's lost out, and Kia's rear-ended him. Hudman's also almost gone round as a result. Who are our closest to on track? It is these two, and leg cams out of the race. He's crashed on the straight, and it's a full safety car with 5 laps to go in this race. Get your safety cars out. We're going again now. You chuck fresh tyres on. Everyone's putting freshies on. Vipermon in. Kia plays in. Sparks, if you can hear me, buddy, catch up to the safety car first and then chuck some freshies on. Wi-Fi's got himself a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. That's his race over. He's not getting any higher than last. That'll be him done. I'm not actually sure who this bloke is because I haven't seen him all race. He's managed to get out in front of the safety car. So he hasn't been absolutely shafted, which is a little unfortunate because I would have liked to see some actual action in the battle for the lead. Had he been shafted, stuck behind the safety car on old tyres, and everyone behind him was able to pit, that would have been interesting. However, what the fuck is happening here? Kia's stopped on track. Wi-Fi's... Sparks has almost rear-ended the safety car. Wi-Fi's spun and reset. And now Sparks is going to have to let him through. What the fuck happened there? Boys, you can't be resetting the track. There's going to be so many stewards requests about it. You can't be doing that, particularly when we have no ghosting. I don't think Geordie pit. Boys, pit for fresh tyres. The grip difference is ridiculous. They're on 15 lap old tyres. Get in the lane. No one's pitting. Get your fresh booties on. Fuck, there's only going to be, say, 2 laps of racing here, so you do need to make sure that you actually do catch up to the safety car. However, fresh tyres compared to 15 lap old ones in his last lap or two is going to be so pivotal. Particularly if you're only losing like 1 place, it'll be massive advantage. But like these Red Bulls at the back here, they need to prioritise catching up to the safety car rather than putting new tyres on. Like Wi-Fi limit, put freshies on. I wonder if he's going to catch up to the queue or not now, because he's done that. He might have shafted himself. Kia should catch up to the queue. He pit as well, but he's a lot further ahead. Vipermon is completely fine. He's done well there. Getting the freshies on, still in P7. Let's check what penalties are. He's got himself 3 seconds, so he could make up a lot of places here. We're going to get one more lap under safety car, I think, and then she'll be in and we'll be back to racing. So fingers crossed the Red Bulls can catch up to the queue. Oh, Wi-Fi limit's got to drive through anyway, so he's going to finish last. Sparks, 9 seconds, probably going to finish most likely second last, at least of the finishing cars. However, you finish the race in not last, and you score points. So that should just be the objective at the moment for those boys. On board with Vipermon, sitting P7 at the moment. On fresh tyres, though, I wonder what he's going to be able to do in terms of getting himself up the order. There's genuine potential for a podium here if he can find his way up the order. The Astons are caught up, Kia has caught up, the Red Bulls, I don't think the Red Bulls are going to catch up. I think Wi-Fi has shot himself in the foot here. Pitting, speeding in the pit lane, getting the drive through, and now he's not even going to catch up to the pack. Oh, actually he might, but it's going to be close because safety car is going to be in this lap. And so we'll have a look at our race leader, Geordie Slater. When is he going to go? Wonder if he's going to do the same thing he did last time, or is he going to wait a little longer? SVYT will be a little more aware than last time of what his tactics were. And he's gone already. The battery's on and he's dipped. Looks like SVYT a little less caught off guard than he was the first time. He's managed to stay a little bit closer. But Geordie's still got himself away to a lovely start. And he hasn't got those penalties, so he should be in for a good one. But I want to watch on with Vipermon because he's on those fresh tyres here. And if he hadn't been able to get past Phoenix straight away, he could have really pursued these top guys, but he's just getting squeezed out here. He's going to try the switchback. He needs to get past ASAP. He's got to go for the move this corner. He's got to go for these top guys, and he does. Down the inside. Got to make sure he doesn't get any more penalties either, because that could really shaft him here. So this is going to be a keen one to watch. Pokic getting nice and close to the back of Ghost. Hudman Scott, and here comes Vipermon, fresh tyres. He's going to have so much more grip than the rest of these guys. What can he do? 1.5 laps left to go here in round 4. Look at Pocky. Look how close he is to the back of SVYT as well. And he's got himself another time penalty. That's huge. Hudman could be looking at a podium here. But Vipermon's going to steal it from him. Down the inside into the hairpin goes Vipermon on the fresh tyres. Up in a P5. Phoenix and Kia battling as well. But we've got to stay on board with Vipermon because he is a man on a mission. He's got himself P3 at the moment. If he can get up to SVYT on this final lap, there's the possibility he can pick up P2. Whether or not these boys battle up the front here is going to be the deciding factor there. He's got Hudman Scott, who's just gotten past behind. Nothing else really happening at the back. Sparks, P10. Should have that secured. We'll go to Vipermon. Closing go. He's got to stick his nose in, but Ghost comes across. Got to bide his time here. He's going to have way more grip than these guys. Got to make use of it. Try and find his way past. Only shot at P2 now. Is getting past these two guys, but I don't think it's going to happen. Getting a little unrealistic for him. If he just stays where he is, he's going to pick up P3, and that's a great result for him. Oh, big snap there. A pocket close to the back of SVYT. I don't think he's going to go for this move. He's got no point really with 9 seconds. He's better off just sitting behind. Big snap though. Bit of contact from behind maybe. And look at Vipermon now. He's going to get... Oh no! Ghosts went left. Why did he do that? Massive twitch left. Now they're 3 wide into the hairpin. They've been squeezed. Chaos tried to get himself involved there as well. They've pushed each other off into the wall, and Ghost is going to get P5 anyway. Back to Vipermon is pretty much secured now. Oh, that was a bit mental as well. The 2 Red Bulls behind. Wi-Fi limit hasn't served his drive-through. He's going to get himself, I think it's 20 seconds of time penalties for not doing that. But our race winner, I'm sorry I didn't catch that, Race winner Geordie Slater. He wins by 6.5 seconds in the end. That is huge. Huge win for him. And that's his first win of the season. Absolutely dominated the wall. The timing screen's just fucked up. What is going on there? That'd be because Lindsay left the lobby. That's going to be super annoying to get results from. Geordie wins, SVYT second place, Vipermon third. Apoki picks up P4. Oh no, Hudman Scott picks up P4 is what this is telling me. I don't know if that's glitched or not. That was ridiculous. It's a win for Geordie Slater in Canada, his first of the season. Now, second unique winner of the season as well. So he'll find himself up in a P2 in the standings now following that great result. Fantastic race from him. Just, you couldn't floor it. These timing screens are fucked. I don't know what happened. I think it's Geordie Slater win, SVYT second place, Vipermon third, Hudman Scott fourth, Apoki fifth, Ghost sixth. I don't know where Cake slots in. I'm unsure of what that would have been, but the commentators, not commentators, admins, you'll have to figure this shit out. Good luck with that. That looks like a pain in the ass. Here is your pit stops. I have no incidents. I can only look at pit stops. There was absolutely 0 incidents from that race, so congratulations, lads. What I'll try doing now is getting the boys in for interviews. Oh, actually, I'll try dragging them across. All right, let me sort this out. Let me nab these boys. What do I need to grab? Who finished on the podium there? Vipermon? Is that... Who the fuck? Oh shit, he's in the call. Beautiful.
I can help if you want.
Awesome. Yeah, you're in?
Yeah.
What else do we need? We need...
SV.
Geordie and... SVYT?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, beautiful. I can ask in T1 chat if they want to...
Yeah, just ping them. Oh, SVYT's in the thing, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to get him.
Paddock, awesome.
Yeah.
Join Paddock.
Yeah. We may need to. Oh, this is the whole podium.
Yeah, beautiful.
Here.
Yeah, you're here. All right, everyone's here. It was Vipermon third, so we'll start with you. Congratulations, lads. Great race. Lovely to commentate, so hopefully you enjoy watching the stream back. But Vipermon, lovely comeback in the end to pick up P3. Kept it clean on the penalties, and a good call in the end as well to strap on a fresh set of inters. What were your thoughts on your race?
Honestly, it's my first league race back. I spent like a month off the game. I'm like a boat, but I guess I made the right strategy calls and stuff, and I guess it worked out in the end. Kept it clean with the pens, as you said. So yeah, pretty happy to be back and P3 to go with it.
Yeah, awesome job, and that was particularly a massive mind fart. What's the word I'm looking for? Shit. Nah, I've cocked it. We're moving on. Off to SVYT. Held down second place for a lot of that race. You were under a lot of pressure from a lot of different drivers, but just absolute blockade, and in the end it was a great result for you. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's my first time racing the league. Got full-time seat. I think it was a race or two ago. Couldn't race, and I was almost going to miss today actually, but then I got my PC running. jumped in, did quali. Was a bit of a rough quali. I had a lot of time on the lap, but whenever I'd improve, I'd either get impede or invalidate. But quali is what it is. Got into the race, had a bit of a rough start. With all the mess that happened, turn one got pushed down. I think it was P7, but due to the unfortunate scenario of other drivers and a few overtakes, managed to get myself a P2. Held it for quite a long time. Came out the safety car while I was behind Geordie, and I was hoping if I didn't make any mistakes, I'd keep up with him. But I decided I was going to spin and put it in a wall. Had yellow front wing for the rest of the race, and yeah, Geordie set off for first, so I'll take P2 with the damage that I had. So yeah, it was a fun race.
Yeah, great job, great job. And we will move on to our second unique winner of the season. FRT Geordie Slater, fantastic job from you today. Pole position, led pretty much every single lap of the race. It was pure dominance. Hardly saw you on the stream because there was just no point in looking at you doing hot laps. What were your thoughts, mate? How did you find it?
Yeah, well, it was actually pretty hooked up in the race. Qualifying, I wasn't actually supposed to get pole, but Apokic had some game bug where his lap never invalidated, but then apparently his lap was invalid, even though it never came up red for him on his track map or throughout the lap. So,
All right, yeah,
it was weird.
on commentary stream it came up as red, so it was the final corner I think he invalidated for us on the stream.
Oh yeah, okay.
But yeah, we can have a look at that. But yeah, he said a 0.9 as well, so that would have been close.
Yeah, the race pretty hooked up. I think I tried to gamble with the wings a bit. Everyone that I was in a voice chat with was all running lower, like 33, 30 wings. So
Oh wow.
I figured,
okay.
oh, yeah. So I said to myself, no, I'm gonna run the wet setup. I'm gonna take the 38 wings, and it actually seemed to pay off through the corners. Just it managed the tires so much better than everyone else. And I wasn't too pleased with all the red flags and the safety cars throughout the race. It was kind of
Yeah, I'm sure you would have been
annoying.
fuming. You were
Yeah.
cruising there for a while, and just to give them an opportunity to get you back would have been would have been really annoying.
and no track limit warning for that whole race, which was
Yeah,
really
it's a
good.
great job.
So even if there was a spin or anything, I'd still have 3 seconds in my pocket to be able to do it. So yeah, that's the best it's felt in a while. Congrats to SV for his first race, getting the podium, and Vipermon as well. Heard it was quite chaotic back there.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. You should watch the if you're going to watch anything from that stream, the first 5 laps of the race before the first red flag. Holy shit, they were unreal. I have never had more fun commentating a race than that. It was ridiculous.
It was insane back
So
there.
yeah, be sure, boys, if you just tuned in now as well, to go watch that back. It was unreal. So, thanks to all those that watched. That'll be it for Tier 1 ORL Round 4 in Canada. You can join us next week for.
It's good question. I don't
I
actually.
got it. Imola. We're in Imola next week.
Imola.
Oh,
So
lovely.
tier 2 Imola at what time?
2:30.
2:30 p.m. We're in Imola next week, and followed by Tier 1 at 5 p.m. I'm probably going to be in comms again because I can't race next week either. So looking forward to that. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next week for some Imola.